So this is like, we're in a weird room with bad lighting, but super unscripted. Ed and I got to train this morning, and Coach Pete came over and told a story. And I said, dude, you should start your day with this story. This is why we do what we do. And he didn't. So I'm going to tell his story. Maybe he'll tell it. But he said he was at the grocery store this weekend, and a lady on a cane, he said she was quite overweight, had compression stockings on, couldn't step up on the curb and fell. And our PD went to help, and he said he didn't look like she broke her hip, didn't look like she broke her arm, but he said she'd really banged her shin, and with the compression stockings on, he said you could see it start to bubble up like she had a problem. She fell on her hip. He said her arm was all thinner skin, so it tore all the skin off her arm. He said she was in a bad way. And he helped her up and came to her rescue. But he looked at me and he said, this is why we do what we do. It's a curb. And how big's a curb?
A curb is not even 5 inches, maybe, depending. Yeah.
And so when we say in the gym that, we want people on a 12-inch box plus, there's a reason. I just thought it was a nice unscripted, like, Pete, you should tell people about this. This is why and he said, this is why we do what we do.
Yeah, and I would just, I wasn't there for the story, but I would just comment on that. I think one of the things that we've learned over 9 years of doing this is how to take athletes and progress them along. So in that scenario, how big is a curb? The ADA gives us several recommendations throughout the United States.
Way too low.
Pretty low. And so we constantly want to progress you guys to a point where you're safe. And now we want you to go to Europe. And now we want you to travel the world.
And do the subway.
And do the subway in New York City and those kind of things. So sad story.
It was, but it just further proves the point that, when we do step-ups, and we've done a lot lately because of Chad,
right.
There's a reason that we're always pushing you, if you're on a plate, to put another plate on top of the plate or go from a 12 to a 16-inch box. There's always a reason to do more at our age so that we can do more.
Do more, not less. Do more, a lot less. Yeah.
Okay. It's like Thanksgiving week, Monday.
Yeah.
Snippet.
Little snippet. Thank you, Pete, for the info.
Good job, Pete.
All right, guys.